Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Real Talk Podcast. Today, we're starting a brand new series called Simple Conversation Scenarios. In each episode, we'll show you how to have short, everyday conversations, perfect for travelers, students, or anyone looking to improve their speaking skills.
Today we're tackling something really practical,
Mhm.
asking for directions in English. It's, essential for anyone traveling, studying, new to a place.
Absolutely. It's about feeling confident, right? Not feeling lost or overwhelmed makes exploring much easier.
Exactly. And we've looked at quite a few sources for this, mostly simple, everyday conversation examples, really focusing on beginner stuff.
Yeah, the idea was to pull out the really useful bits, the phrases that work, to basically give you the tools you need.
So our mission today, get you ready to ask for and understand directions confidently in English, in different kinds of situations.
Let's do it.
Okay, so let's jump into a really common scenario. You're a tourist, maybe looking for, say, the Grand Hotel. You need to ask a local. How might that start?
Right. Well, a good polite opener is something like, "Excuse me, do you have a moment?" Or maybe, "Excuse me, sorry to bother you."
That sounds natural. And then,
And you'd state the problem simply, "I seem to be a bit lost," or just, "I'm a bit lost." It gets straight to the point, but politely.
okay. And the person you ask might say something like, sure, how can I help? Or, okay, what are you looking for?
Exactly. Then you ask your main question, "Could you help me find the Grand Hotel?" Or maybe, "I'm looking for the Grand Hotel." Clear, polite.
Got it. And a helpful local might reply.
Something like, the Grand Hotel. Yeah, sure. It's not too far." And then the actual directions. Maybe. Go straight for about 2 blocks, then make a left onto Maple Street.
Simple steps. Direction words.
Mm-hmm. Clear instructions. They might add a landmark too, like, "Keep walking until you see the big blue sign."
That's helpful. And it's always a good idea to check you heard right, isn't it?
Definitely. You could read back, "Okay, so straight for 2 blocks, then left on Maple Street."
Good check. Gives them a chance to correct you.
Right. They might say, "That's right," or, "Yep, that's it." Then you wrap it up.
Thank you so much. Or thanks a lot.
And they'll likely say, "You're welcome. Enjoy your stay," or something friendly like that. Short, sweet, effective.
So just from that basic chat, we can pull out some key phrases. What are other ways to sort of initiate that request for help?
Well, like we said, "Excuse me," is the classic attention getter. If you want to be really clear about needing help, "Can you help me, please?" is perfect.
Right.
And for stating what you need, "I'm looking for," is very common. Or the direct questions, "Where is?" and "How do I get to?" All very useful.
And you need the nouns too, right? The places people usually ask
Oh,
for.
definitely. You need the basics. The bus stop, the train station, the airport. Also the hospital, the bank, the supermarket, maybe a restaurant, the hotel.
And crucially sometimes.
Yes. The bathroom, or the toilet, or the restroom. Knowing those is pretty vital when you're out and about.
Okay, so you've asked, where is the train station?
Mm-hmm.
Now you need to understand the answer. What are the absolute core direction words?
The fundamentals are definitely left and right. Can't do without those. Then straight or straight ahead. Sometimes go up or go down. Could be stairs, hills, whatever.
And words describing position relative to other things.
Yeah, those are important too. Listen for next to, near or nearby, between, across from or opposite, in front of, and behind. They help you picture the location.
What about distance? How do people usually talk about that?
It varies. You get general ideas like, "It's close," or "It's far," or sometimes "It's not far from here."
A bit vague sometimes.
Yeah, so more specific is better, like "It's about 5 minutes walking," or "It's a 10-minute walk," or using blocks. "Go 1 block, it's 2 blocks down." Combining distance and direction paints the full picture.
Right. It's interesting, though, how the whole interaction changes depending on the context, who you're talking to.
Totally. Let's think about a more formal setting. Maybe you're asking inside a shop. You probably wouldn't just yell, "Hey!"
Probably not. So what would be more appropriate?
You might start with "Good morning" or "Good afternoon." Then, "Excuse me, would you be able to give me directions to the train station, please?" It's a bit more structured. Uses "would you be able to."
Okay, more formal.
Yeah.
And the response.
Might also be a bit more formal. "Certainly. You need to walk 2 streets down, then turn right. The entrance will be on your left. Notice, walk 2 streets down, maybe instead of 2 blocks, and the entrance will be on your left."
Clear marker. And they might estimate the time, too.
Yeah, maybe something like, "It's about 5 minutes on foot," or "approximately 5 minutes walk."
Okay, contrast that. Asking someone, maybe younger, just randomly on the street for the nearest pharmacy. Much less formal, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. You might just go with, hey, quick question, do you know where the nearest pharmacy is? Or even more casual, hey, is there a pharmacy around here?
And the reply could be super casual, too.
Totally. Like, yeah, totally. Just walk down this road and pass the gas stations right after that on your right, using words like totally just right after that.
And the thank you, maybe just, awesome, thanks, or cool, thanks a lot.
Yeah, and the reply could be no problem or sure thing. It really shows how the language shifts with the social situation. Being aware of that helps you fit in better.
Definitely. Okay, let's talk pronunciation. Getting understood is key. Any tips from those examples?
One big one is how phrases get squished together in natural speech, like do you know where? Often sounds more like do you know where, or even do know where. Hearing that helps you understand faster speech.
That's a great point. Anything else on pronunciation?
Watch out for similar words like two in 2 blocks. Really hit that ooh sound so it doesn't sound like two or two.
Mm-hmm.
Confusion waiting to happen there.
Good one.
And when you start with, excuse me, saying it clearly, maybe a touch slower, helps signal politeness and make sure they hear you properly.
Makes sense. Now, what if you don't understand the directions? That happens. How do you handle that politely?
Yeah, it's important not to just nod and walk away confused. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Could you speak more slowly, please? That's perfectly fine.
Or just ask them to say it again?
Exactly. Could you repeat that, please? Or even a simple, sorry, I didn't understand. Honesty is good.
And the map trick.
Oh, yeah, if you have one, can you show me on the map? Is brilliant. Visuals can really help.
Okay, so let's say you think you understand, but you want to be sure. How can you check?
Repeat back what you think you heard. So I go straight, then turn right at the bank. That kind of thing.
Confirms the key points.
Or ask clarifying questions. Is it far from here? Do I need to take a bus? Or how long does it take to walk there? These help fill in any gaps.
Good safety checks.
Yeah.
And finally, politeness again. Thanking people.
Always important. Thank you is standard, but thank you for your help, or thanks a lot, or that's very helpful. Add a bit more warmth. It ends the interaction nicely.
Okay, let's maybe walk through one slightly longer example, putting it all together, like finding the train station again.
Sure. So imagine a tourist approaches someone. Excuse me, I'm trying to find the main train station. Could you tell me how to get there?
And the local might start with a general idea.
Yeah, maybe. Yes, of course. It's about a 10-minute walk from here. Not too far.
Then the tourist asks for specifics. Okay, could you give me directions?
Right. And the local could say, okay, go straight down the street for 2 blocks. You'll see a traffic light. At the traffic light, turn left.
And the tourist checks.
All right. Straight for 2 blocks, left at the traffic light.
Perfect. Then the local continues.
That's it. Then go straight again for 1 more block. The train station is big. It's on your right. Next to the big hotel. You can't miss it. Using landmarks again.
Very clear. And this is where follow-up questions might come in, right?
Exactly. The tourist might think, 10 minutes walking. Maybe there's a bus. So they ask, I see. Is there a bus I can take instead?
Smart question.
And the local might know, oh, yeah, you can take the number 15 bus. The stop is just across the street there. Pointing it out, see how the conversation develops.
Yeah, from a simple question to getting extra useful info. And then the final thank yous.
Thank you so much for your help. You're welcome. Have a good trip. Standard polite closing.
Okay, so let's boil it down. Key takeaways for asking for directions.
Right. Step 1, start politely. Excuse me. Step 2, state your need clearly. Where is or how do I get to? Step 3, listen carefully for those direction words left, right, straight, and the location words next to, across from, etc.
And step 4.
Don't be afraid to ask for clarification. Could you repeat that? Slow down, please. Show me on the map. Whatever you need.
Makes sense. And how can listeners practice this stuff?
Well, practice saying the phrases out loud. Just get comfortable with the sounds.
Good idea.
Look at maps in English online, paper, whatever. Trace routes mentally. Say the directions to yourself. Go straight, turn left.
Active learning.
Listen for directions in English movies or TV shows. You'll start noticing the patterns. And, of course, the best way, if you can practice with actual English speakers, even asking simple things builds confidence hugely.
So it really does seem like mastering these, fairly simple phrases can make a huge difference. Gives you real confidence navigating places.
It absolutely does. It's empowering, lets you explore more freely, connect more easily. It just opens things up.
Definitely. So here's something to think about. Reflect on a time you felt lost, maybe even somewhere you thought you knew well. How could using some of these specific English phrases have changed that experience for you? Or looking ahead, how might this knowledge empower your future travels or explorations? Something to ponder from this deep dive. Thanks for tuning in.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a new episode. See you next time.